Hi, I'm Claire and this is my WorldCon vlog. Today, Wednesday 15th August, has been a full traveling day. I woke up at a pretty reasonable time in the morning because I had to be off to the airport by like 10:30 or 11, something like that. My flight was at 2:30 in the afternoon and that flight took about 11 hours. We were a little bit delayed at some point as well, and it landed in San Jose about 6 p.m. local time. By that point it was about 2 a.m. in the UK. There was a long queue at customs that did take a little while, but then after that I got my bag really quickly and I hopped into a taxi and got myself to the hotel where I will be staying for WorldCon. Met up with one of my roommates and then we just had a chat and that was lovely. And I think someone else has just arrived, so I'm gonna go and give him a hug. It is a Thursday morning and I feel a whole lot more human today after a good night of sleep. I'm sure the jet lag is going to hit at some point, but right now I feel alright. The fact that first thing in the morning we went out for breakfast and I had a giant cup of cold brew probably helps. I'm not quite sure where I left off last night before Brie arrived and I turned off the vlog so I could go and hug her and hang out with her. But I wanted to show you some stuff I bought at the airport before even leaving the UK. If you follow me on Twitter you might have seen this, but there is now a Harry Potter store at Heathrow and they had stuff in stock that I had not seen before and I caved because, you know, anything Harry Potter is like my weakness. So I got this really cute t-shirt with the outline of Hogwarts. I really like how simple it is and how kind of like understated it is, and I love the color scheme of it. I think, you know, just the black's gonna work with a lot of things, but the fact that the moon is gold kind of just like, it gives it a little something special. I really enjoyed that design. And then the other thing was this sweatshirt, which I'm not sure how well gonna be able to see, but it's like a Hogwarts Express kind of like vintagey travel print, and I just think the like design of it is so beautiful. And I don't have that many like proper sweatshirt material things or like long sleeves. I have a few hoodies at home, but I feel like this is gonna become a bit of a staple of like wrapping up and bundling up when I'm working in the winter and it's cold. So like I said, first thing in the morning we went and got breakfast. I got a lot of coffee. After that we went to registration. I got my badge right there where it says my name and also has a little pronoun badge that Brie from Brie Reads Books, who is one of my roommates, brought along with her, so that's super helpful. And after registration we might have gone to second breakfast at a cinnamon bun place. I had this gorgeous massive cinnamon bun that was buried under like a pile of s'mores icing. I ate all of the icing and part of the cinnamon bun when we were there, but I literally have like half of it left for lunch basically because it was so big, and it was delightful. It's about 12 now. I have a panel that I want to go see at 2, so that's a little chunk of time that I want to use to get some work done. Everybody else went to check out the vendor's room, but I have some little bits of editing that I wanted to finish doing before the convention starts proper. So I moved us to the other side of the hotel room, which has this super cool little desk area. I suppose I should also show you what's in the rest of the room. So this is what you see when you walk in. Little bit of art, a wardrobe and a little desk kind of corner, and then we were really lucky to have like a corner room. So there's the bathroom with sliding barn doors. It's a bathroom, it's not that exciting. And then we've got the 2 beds and like all of our stuff. We have a lot of windows, which is really nice for having a lot of light for filming vlogs. And also this weird sculpture of like 2 dudes climbing the wall of the room? What? Well, it's a Friday morning. I have some really nice coffee. This is actually Mexican mocha. It's really smooth and lovely. And I'm on my way to the business meeting where all the decisions pertaining to the constitution of the World Science Fiction Society happen. So basically it's where we like argue and vote about like changes to WorldCon and the Hugos. I'm such a cool cat. It's like literally how to out-nerd every other nerd at WorldCon, and I've never been, so I'm really excited. But I know a bunch of people who are going, so yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So it is much later in the evening, and as you can see I have ventured outside of the convention center. Look how pretty the weather is. I'm really happy with this. It's not too warm, and obviously there's aircon in the convention center, so it's very pleasant. So this morning I went to the business meeting, and it took about 2 hours, something like that, to get through the preliminary business meeting. So that was 10 to 12 thereabouts, and that's where the amendments or the motions that are going to be discussed in the business meeting in the weekend itself are like agreed upon. So there are some things that like were just thrown out straight away on Friday, so this morning, and included in that was the best podcast change to best fancast, which would have excluded YouTubers from being eligible, which we currently are. So that's kind of specifically why I was going to make sure that if it was going to get discussed in the weekend, I knew about it and I could go to like the rest of the meeting, but I don't exactly have to do that now, so I'll see if I end up going tomorrow or Sunday at all. After that I had some drinks with some friends, including Merle Lafferty and Alistair Stewart and Margaret Kenner from Escape Artists, so it was super fun. And then I went into my room to post a video, and finally at about 4 I made it to a panel, which was a reading from the best novella Hugo nominees. It was fun. I had read the books, so the readings weren't like anything surprising, but there's still some really good books that I love, so I was happy to go. There also wasn't any like sound equipment, like there wasn't a microphone for us to be able to hear the readings properly, and the room was really small and really packed, so that wasn't great. I have just been to the dealer's room for a little bit and bought some shiny books, and now I am near the plaza in front of the Fairmont Hotel, which is where a lot of people are staying and where a lot of the parties are happening. And I'm just here because there is, as you can probably see, a whole bunch of food trucks, and I want to go eat some nice food from the food trucks. Hope you can hear me properly because there's some music going on. That's why I'm kind of lingering here to talk to you guys before I actually go there. And I am going to show you the books that I got in the dealer's room, but I'm going to do that when I'm back in the hotel, because right now I am starving. I have only had some Jaffa cakes since breakfast, so I want some dinner now. Good morning. It is Saturday. It's about 9:15 in the morning. We're just about to go down to get some coffee and a bit of breakfast before starting day 3 at WorldCon. The first thing that I'm gonna do, I think, is go and see a recording of Escape Artist, Escape Pod, or a panel. I'm not quite sure what it is, but you know, sounds like a good start to the day. I haven't really planned the rest of the day, to be honest. I've got a panel that I've got to speak on at 4, so probably I'm gonna take a little bit of time off before that to have some lunch and write them some notes. But apart from that, I don't have any very specific plans. And like I mentioned yesterday, I managed to acquire some books. So I got this from a free table. This is Dragon's Code. This is in the Anne McCaffrey's Dragon Riders of Pern universe, and it's written by Gigi McCaffrey, who I believe is Anne McCaffrey's daughter. Like I've mentioned before, I was a huge fan of this series when I was a teenager, and I haven't read a new Pern book in ages and ages and ages. And after Anne McCaffrey stopped writing the series, her son Todd wrote more books in the series, but I'm not aware that Gigi McCaffrey ever wrote like a Pern novel. So I'm really excited to check this out. We'll see how I feel about it. This series I don't feel has aged the best, but this is, you know, a new book by a new person, so we'll see. I've also got Trail of the Lightning by Rebecca Roanhorse. This is a new fantasy novel that I keep hearing some really cool things about, and I don't know how well you can see, but this is just a gorgeous cover. It's got a slight metallic sheen to it, and you know, it was just on the table of books. I've been meaning to read it. It's so shiny, I just could not help myself. And this is about a supernaturally gifted killer monster hunter person from a Navajo nation, so this is gonna be super interesting, I think. And finally, I've got 2 new Shauna Maguire books because I'm obsessed. I've got The Girl in the Green Silk Gown and Sparrow Hill Road, and both of those are in her like Ghost series. I think they're kind of attached to the Encrypted series. They're in the same universe, but they're about ghost girls, and I don't know anything about them other than that, but I'm obsessed with the Encrypted series, and those covers are so great. I'm not even sure which one is first, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. We're at Johnny Rocket Burgers and we've just ordered so much food. It's going to be amazing. Ooh, bacon cheese fries. Look at all the food. And now a burger. Oh, no. So I ordered a shake and it came in 2 different cups. Apparently, you just get all the extra shakes from the cup that they make it in, because America is so great. This is peanut butter and chocolate, by the way. I'm really excited about it. So I just dropped by the dealer's room after lunch to get my omnibus of American Hip-Hop by Sarah Gailey signed, and now I'm going to try and get into a panel about what's upcoming at Tor, but I don't know if I'm gonna get a seat because it's starting right about now and the rooms have been a little bit packed. So it's a Saturday night now. I'm back in the room. We had some dinner, which I didn't film because we ate it really quickly. It was delicious. We ordered a Ethiopian food and I forgot to film it before it got destroyed. So this is the remains of the day, people. Now we are chilling. We're thinking of maybe heading to WorldCon in a little bit, although I am not sure how much that's gonna happen, or I'm just gonna end up flagging, I don't know. I think I might leave it at that for this video and do a second part featuring the rest of the trip, because I've taken a lot of footage and I don't want this video to be a million hours long. So that's what we end up doing. This is the end of part 1 of the vlog, and I will see you very soon. If you'd like to see more from me, you can check out a previous video on screen right now. And if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button that's on my face for a new video from me every week. I've been Claire, thanks so much for watching, and see you soon.